never cross the ocean if you don't have courage to the sight of the shore. Hey there, how you guys doing today? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at today with the cryptocurrency market? We're looking at another day where Bitcoin triumphs. I mean, we're coming in at $7,119. I mean, not only have we climbed back over the 7,000 mark, but we've also climbed back over the $7,100 mark. We're looking at a 9% gain. We got a market cap of $218 billion. I mean, that's a nice increase. I mean, there we go. We got 7.4 billion traded in the last 24 hours, and we got a BTC dominance still coming in at well above 50%, coming in at 54.6%. This is just another sign here that Bitcoin, I mean, you can't keep a good man down, right? We got Ethereum coming in at $336. It's up another 2.6%. Ethereum's on the gain. A lot of people are sitting there, they got their fingers crossed, hoping for $400 by the end of the month. I mean, you never know. Hey, Ethereum's been a big gainer all year long. No reason for it not to happen. I know they've had a little bit of a slump now, but I mean, it's definitely had some time to consolidate before it shoots back up there towards the moon. We got Bitcoin Cash, they're dropping 6% today. Everybody kind of knew that this was inevitable. I mean, you could only hold the pump for so long. We're coming in at $1,268. I'm personally expecting these declines to continue, definitely below the $1,000 range. We got Ripple coming in at 21.2 cents. There's some nice gains for them. They're up 2.6%. We got Litecoin making 4.9% of a gain, coming in at $64. I mean, that's amazing. I love it when my Litecoin's gaining some money. We got Dash. There they go. They're gaining again. They're up they're up to $434. It's up 4.2%, and I mean, that's absolutely fantastic. We got Monero rolling up at $124. It's up 1.5%. I mean, but they don't need to be continuing to make those gains right now. They're consolidating at $124, and I mean, that's great because, I mean, you got to sit there and put some baselines in before they go and pop up again. Maybe they'll hit 150 here before the end of the year. You never know. I mean, that privacy feature with Monero is amazing. We got NEM coming in at 19.7 cents. It's up 4%. So, I mean, they're getting back there around 20 cents where I like my NEM at, but you never know what's going to happen with the market. I mean, there's been some good marketing for NEM lately. I've been seeing a lot more news on it coming out, trying to let people know what's happening with the network. But as always, it's up to the markets to decide what's going to happen. We got Ethereum Classic. They're up 1.9% today, coming in at $17.54. That's really not too bad either. I mean, Ethereum Classic's always struggling. I mean, they're the underdogs of a while here. We got Zcash coming in at $2.79. That's up 4.5%. Not bad. We got Steam coming in at 96 cents. That's some gains, up 5.3%. Not too bad. And we got the Steam back dollar starting to equal out here at $1.04. That's up 3.2%. So, what are we looking at here on news for Bitcoin and Coffee? Well, I gotta say thank you for you guys that are sitting here joining me for a cup of coffee and deciding to hear what my few, meager thoughts are on Bitcoin and everything that's happening out there. But I mean, right now, I'm real stoked that Bitcoin is, rising back up there. I mean, that we're seeing a 9% gain. I mean, it goes to show that you can't, put enough FUD on Bitcoin to keep it down. I mean, everything that was happening with Bitcoin Cash, Bcash there, it was being pumped up. People were starting to switch over there. There was some downward pressure after the 2x hard fork. Then we seen all the FUD coming out about China, potentially closing down mining through the restriction of power, and now that we're sitting here on the other side of all of that, it definitely goes to show that you can only attack Bitcoin so many times in each way before it starts to overcome it. And here we go with Bitcoin once again overcoming the situation, gaining 9%, getting back there into the 7K range. Definitely continue to see this climb across the day and into tomorrow. As always, cryptocurrency is super volatile. So as I read through the news today, you can see everywhere that, we got people warning about the volatility of cryptocurrency and not to get invested. But I mean, it's like, that's why we are investing in it. So, I mean, those FCA people over in the UK, I mean, they could put out their warnings, but hey, I'm in it for the volatility at the moment. That's why I'm an early investor. That's why I'm hoping that the few dollars I make every week, living paycheck to paycheck, the little bit that I can stack away is actually going to be worth something, or else otherwise, what would be the point, right? As we also move forward here, we got Trezor. They're going to be putting out the Bitcoin Gold platform. They're coming out with the claim tool. They said that now they've released the Genesis block, that they're going to be moving forward with that. So I mean, here pretty soon we're going to be seeing a way to be able to split, your Bitcoin that you're holding on your Trezor into your Bitcoin Gold, and I mean that's going to be great. So you can go over and take that to the market and get rid of it. Apparently it's not been doing so well. They've been having nothing but problems since they've been out, but as always, it takes a little while to work the bugs out of these things. The project's been slightly rushed since the beginning, so I mean we may be seeing this not take effect and gain any value until later in the next year. So I mean there's always a potential to hold it. I mean it was free, right? As we're going on, we're still having problems with the Bitcoin network. We're coming in at 83,000 unconfirmed transactions at the moment. SegWit transactions are still only, they're hanging around the 15%. We got to start getting things more built onto the second tier layer of Bitcoin before we can see anything, about this happening. It's a slow and steady progress. So, I mean, you just have to be patient with the Bitcoin network. So these people that are, writing and trying to pump you over towards Bitcoin Cash because it's going to be getting better, just like we're seeing with Bitcoin Gold, they're untested as well. These new technologies it takes a long time for them to have the security that we see in Bitcoin. That's why we're in Bitcoin. I mean, Ethereum does twice as many transactions daily as Bitcoin does, but yet a majority of the world trusts in Bitcoin because it's been here. It's time tested. And I mean, you can't buy that. You can't build that. That has to go out there and be built in the market. So, as always, if you're sitting there and you're holding your Bitcoin and you're trying to make money for the future and you're sitting there and you're doing everything you can to earn what little bits you can in a non-risky way, then you're in the right place. So I need you to hit that subscribe button. We're continuing to grow here, and I mean, that's absolutely fantastic. I love that you guys are coming over here and hearing my few thoughts and, having a cup of coffee with me. As always, I have all kinds of tools and affiliation codes and links down below to help you navigate these cryptocurrency markets, to help you understand what's happening. Check on those unconfirmed transactions. Check out and see what's happening with the Coinbase status, the Poloniex status. Check bad Bitcoins for scams. As always, I got tools down there to help you go ahead and get you some free Litecoin, some free Bitcoin, some free doggies, some free ERC20 tokens. I mean, the stuff stacks up, so I mean, get it where you can get it, right? And as always, I got those donational addresses because I love crypto just as much as you do. So keep your BTC safe.